Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Now, today's video is a little bit more of a sit down, talk to you why we haven't been on YouTube, because we realised we didn't actually do an update while
we got here.
Yeah, and things happened, so we're gonna explain all that now, plus we're gonna explain health updates as well, because Mum's just had some more news on Friday, she found out. So yeah, so we're gonna talk, but we don't want to make this video like too depressing, as we don't want to make our channel like very like depressing or sad or upset. We want to like bring content that's more like happy, bubbly, vibey, all the things you can think of. But yeah, shall we get to the beginning of why we didn't upload to YouTube?
Yeah. If you saw our videos in the past, just before we completely stopped filming, I had put up one video and it was just me on there explaining the problems we're facing. Being homeless, we both, Susan and I, have got bad PTSD for different traumas, and our mental health basically was literally down. And then having the council threaten to kick us out in the time we was in temporary accommodation, about 2.5 years roughly, in it. Every 6 months we were being told we're going to be kicked out and neither of us need extra help and stuff like that. Well, it was awful because I couldn't get much help at that point. So then if it wasn't until Susan, we both ended up having to be checked over in a hospital, and then that's when they noticed that there was problems occurring with me and Susan, and this is when they started to become addressed. There was a bad time though when I first moved into Dartford, but this was because the council pushed so hard. I did all the phoning of different companies that I could think that would help us, Samaritans, Citizens Advice Bureau, anyone, shelter, to try and get something, and I couldn't get anything, which caused me to take an overdose because I just didn't know what else to do. Come away from that, we've done that now. We fought with the council, we had to get a solicitor and everything. Lucky enough, everything was on our side and they couldn't accept what the council had done to us, so eventually the council did have to intervene. So now we're in my permanent home now. Because of my health issues before, because I've damaged my spine, and it's been a continual thing since the age of late 30s. I've been like this, and I'm on the strongest painkillers I can have now, but I'm starting to experience other problems. I think all the time I was under the mental health problem, my physical problems disappeared for a little while, but now we've settled in because we had to do a year, like what do you call it? It's like
a yearly contract before you sign a permanent one.
So now we're on a permanent contract, so we did that. But now everything's starting to come out on us, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And where I used to just have the lower part of my spine was causing a problem, and apparently I used to have carpal tunnel, and if you notice I don't have the splints anymore, because last month I was sent to King's College Hospital and they did the nerve conduct test, and it literally made me jump out the seat.
Oh yeah, like I wish we could have filmed it, but for like privacy, we only want to put so much on YouTube that we didn't film it.
It wasn't that it hurt, it was like I just wasn't expecting it, and the nerves I could feel in my hands were jumping and I need flash.
But which is a good sign that her nerves are like working like that.
And it's not carpal tunnel.
Yeah, because the guy actually said like he's not buying this like carpal tunnel thing that the doctors said my mum had. So yeah, of course she had that. Plus she had her MRI scan basically same week in each other. So one was a Monday, the other one was a Friday.
Yeah. I mean, back then, I think I went to hospital in Essex. It's over 10 years ago. And with the symptoms I had, it was just one part of the hand was causing a problem and the wrist was painful. Whereas last summer, around August, I started experiencing pain, and it was going past the elbow, and then it shot under the elbow around into the shoulder blade, and then I've lost, I can't put my right hand up at all very well at all now because it's locked
Exactly.
me. And my left is now actually the stronger one. But to cut a long story short, I went back Friday, like Susan said. The reason to have that test is because the surgeon said to me, he's a hand surgeon, he said, I don't want to do the carpal tunnel surgery if it's not that. So, but I do remember the odd thing from the last hospital to this one. He did actually ask me, do I have any neck trouble and stuff like that? And then there wasn't any. I was okay, it was just the bottom. And I also thought that it was because I broke the T12 in 2017. Well, apparently that's got nothing to do with the new problem I've got now.
No.
So as in the old videos, I have 5 lumbar spine, what's it?
Like the discs in the lumbar region.
4 of them are prolapsed. The middle one, number 3, is the only one that's not damaged.
And then we come to like the middle section of my mum's back, and it's like the T12. She's cracked it, chipped it, whatever you want to call it.
And now this next lot, because now I'm just starting to incur more problems because the left arm started to get painful at the top and in the shoulder blade, but it's not nowhere near as what the right one was. Which has also lost me a little bit of use on that side as well.
So what happened is that appointment on Friday, we went in there. The guy told my mum about nerve test. It's all negative, you know. Nothing wrong with that.
Somebody was a smarty pants. She already
knew. I had a feeling, because the thing is, like, he then went on to mum's MRI, and he showed the MRI scan. Like, of course, like, we don't know how to read it because, like, we're not professionals. But the guy said, like, in the neck area, you got like 33 nerves pairs in the neck, plus you got like tiny little like discs in your neck.
There's more in that area than there is down the bottom of your spine.
Exactly. As soon as he mentioned about you got tiny little discs, the first thing that went in my brain was, go on, say it. My mum's got like bulges with like her little disc in her neck, and it turns out
3 of them.
Because apparently the guy said like they should be like all smooth all the way down, but you could see like massive gaps up the top end, and then like it went slim.
Which explains all the pain in the neck, the shoulders, the
everything.
Lot. And it does go right down to because I was dropping things and I couldn't pick things up properly.
Exactly. And we also found out like accidents might not have caused this. They actually don't know what the reason is why you get bulges in your neck, but he did say sometimes they can recorrect themselves as time goes on, but I'm thinking it depends with age as well. I'm thinking if you're older and you've got these bulges, that I don't think it's going to heal naturally the way your body should be, because you're not young anymore.
That's right.
So my mum could end up with surgery. We don't know yet. He's sending her back to her GP. Her GP's got to like push you to like another clinic or something.
It's going to be out of the area where we live because the surgery. This is what's funny. Susan's results was complicated. Mum's
has now come up complicated. So it looks like we both like being complicated sort of people, even though we don't intentionally want to be honest. Like, but yeah. So she's being sent up. So as soon as we hear back from your GP or any other news,
it
we
looks
could do an
like
update.
I might be going back to King's as well, because he said King's.
Yeah. London hospitals, which London hospitals are actually the better hospitals to get any treatment like this.
You've been sent there because of young person?
Mine's Guy's.
Yeah.
I'm being sent to Guy's hospital.
Well, I went to King's the other week anyway.
Oh, yeah. But no, it's because I didn't realise you can actually mention the hospital names, because sometimes like you're not meant to, you're not allowed to, sort of thing. But yeah.
We don't live there, basically.
No. But my appointment has now been pushed forward from when it should be.
Yeah, originally you should have gone in the beginning of July.
We're now going in the beginning of June. I'm not going to say the date due to obvious reasons why. But yeah, so I got that appointment, and then like as soon as I find out from that one, I then can update and tell you guys whether I should definitely be going in for surgery.
And it will be soon because
Yeah.
the damage you've got, which now you've tore.
Yeah, which if you've
got a
seen
tear.
the first health update, you would have known. But if you haven't, I'll link it down below. So go watch that one before you watch this one, because then it gives you an update more.
Detail of it, didn't he?
Yeah, I am gonna try and get my MRI scan if I can, so then hopefully in the next update I can upload it and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about in my like MRI scan. So fingers crossed that I can try and get that. If I can't, you've got the explanation that I mentioned in
But the
first
sad
update.
part about it is one of your things that's been told you've got wrong is dysplasia.
Yeah, it's a form of like hip dysplasia.
Well, we lost our first child because of that.
Yeah.
But they were severe. Whereas you was okay, but yours developed.
At the age of like, the thing is like, I wasn't actually born with it because they
No.
would have done all the medical checks with like deformities or anything like that, and it obviously didn't come up. But then I googled it and it said like at the age of 5 it can start developing, then it gets worse.
And the thing is, we didn't notice it straight away.
No, and I think I might have mentioned this in like the very first upload that we first talked about. Is like I experienced pain, but I just passed it off as like growing pains.
Yeah.
Like I didn't intentionally think of anything of it.
But some people can keep crying off it because that's just something they do. Whereas with us, if we're going through it, we just think, oh no, it's just part of life.
Exactly.
So you just get on with it. But it wasn't until Susan showed me, and you can see her hips
Like
are incorrect. She always used to say to me she doesn't have any hip bones like mine do, and I thought, oh no, it's probably because they still need to come out maybe.
But I'm like
no,
26 now, my hips should fully be out by
When
now.
you see them now, they're reverted, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Instead of being out like a butterfly like set, they're actually
inwards.
in, and that explains why.
Yeah. But yeah, it'll get sorted eventually. But
we're both complicated.
Yeah, we're both complicated. But what can you do? We're just human beings.
Life.
You know, it's life. Life wants us to be complicated. That's fine. But yeah, all jokes aside, like
Our neighbours have laughed, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
What should we do with you two?
Like you two are the right pair and all of that sort of thing. Like carbon copy of each other is all we've been told.
Well, you're definitely following me. We have sayings on our wrists, like
mother like daughter. That's why we've got the tattoos for a reason, you know, like
mother like daughter.
Exactly. But on a bright note, we are going to be making more great content. And if there's any videos you guys want to see,
any ideas, because we are sort of like running out.
Oh, and also, if you saw that prank video I uploaded, let us know in the comments what you thought. I tried, but
something. Yeah.
Don't worry.
I think you made a mistake though because you left it too long. Cause
I think
something's going on. She's told me to close my eyes.
And I was like, "Do you trust me?" And I'm like thinking, this is probably the sort of wrong thing to bloody say.
Exactly. But I missed a good one there though, because when I actually come to think of it, there was a point in that video I could have just gone.
She could have gone straight to me and it could have been backfired sort of thing, you know. But
even I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I did, but I thought, no, that would just be too
obvious.
Yeah.
Or mean.
Yeah.
You do want to be that mean.
No, not that time.
Of course.
No. I would have done if you hadn't got me.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But, yeah.
It's alright, I'll wait for you.
Okay.
Game is on now.
The game is on. Prank's on. So expect more pranks coming your way, guys.
Vote who you want to win.
Team Susan.
Mum.
Team Susan.
Mel.
Team Susan all the way.
No, you've got to go for Mum, Mel.
Team Susan all the way. Yeah, comment Team Susan.
No, Team Mum, Mel.
But, yeah. Other than that.
We're loving you and leaving you.
Unfortunately, we're so sorry, but we're loving and leaving you. But
we will see you in the next video.
Yeah. And actually, I'm not going to tell you exactly what next Sunday's video is going to be.
It's going to be a surprise.
But it's going to be a good surprise. So make sure you stay tuned.
Yep.
And we will see you.
You will like it.
Yeah. And we will see you
next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.